Hey guys, I'm going to talk about something kind of cool. What's the one part of our body that we use every day, over and over again, and really gets treated with least amount of respect? Think about it for a second. Well, it's our feet. Have you ever thought about getting a foot detox bath? It's absolutely the coolest thing ever. Now basically, thinking about starting a foot detox regimen is a great idea. In fact, this little detox solution will be enough to make you feel exponentially more healthy all over with results as soon as the very same day. Seriously guys, people who engage in foot detox baths can feel the difference immediately if they've gone any significant length of time between treatments. And if you're like me, basically I've never had one, so you're going to see the results just immediately. Now, the truth is, most people need this kind of detoxification at regular intervals. Unfortunately, the treatment hasn't caught on to mainstream media yet, so its benefits are still widely misunderstood. Fortunately for you, this overview that I'm about to tell you about will clear things up. Now, as you know, we're surrounded by toxins. It's unavoidable. The level of toxicants in the air, water, and foods in most parts of the world has increased significantly with the advent of industrialization. That's kind of a given. This is according to a study published in the Journal of Environmental and Public Health. Now, as a result, many mothers give birth to babies with chemical pollutants in their bodies, which is not cool at all, obviously. The problem with these toxic elements is that they can cause health complications such as reproductive health problems, ADHD, autoimmune disorders, and even cancer. Now, with this in mind, it is necessary to remove toxins and metals from the body, obviously. Now, we're going to talk a second about dangerous pollutants. According to a study carried out by the Center of Research Strategies, humans ingest, knowingly or unknowingly, all types of chemicals and dangerous metals. Arsenic is a naturally occurring chemical found in rocks and soil, which can contaminate surface and underground water sources. Obviously, people who drink water contaminated with arsenic have a high risk of developing various forms of cancer, such as prostate and lung cancer. One may also get arsenic exposure through eating contaminated foods or working in mining, wood preservation, or the smelting industries. Now, another metal that can negatively affect one's health is cadmium. It's widely found in rocks, soil, and even some foods. Some of the foods that contain high levels of cadmium are liver meat, shellfish, and even some cereals. Exposure can also occur during events such as a volcanic eruption, smoking cigarettes, forest fires, burning of different fossil fuels, etc. Long-term exposure increases one's risk of developing cancer and also kidney disease. Now, lead is a bad one. Exposure to lead can also cause health problems such as anemia, more kidney damage, cardiovascular problems, and even muscle weakness. In fact, the CDC, or Center for Disease Control, has stated that lead exposure is actually a public health risk. Finally, guys, exposure to mercury can cause complications such as kidney damage, increased blood pressure, and muscle coordination problems. People who work at coal-burning power plants, chemical processing factories, and construction risk exposure to high levels of mercury, which is a heavy metal. So after hearing all of this, how do we get rid of all these heavy metals? Well, one way of getting rid of heavy metals, such as mercury and aluminum, is by taking a foot detox bath. Such a bath uses the science of ionization to draw waste materials and heavy metals from the body through the feet. A foot detox bath device generates negatively charged ions via electrolysis in water. Now, these ions cause the removal of waste materials, such as cadmium and mercury, via osmosis and diffusion through pores in your feet. Now, it's worth noting that most foot detox bath devices use electricity to accomplish the ionization of the water. On average, the amperage used to detox feet is about 1.5 to 2.1 amps. So when you immerse your feet in the water, positively charged ions will pass through the skin into the body where they will attach to negatively charged toxins and metals. This neutralizes them, and then the body discards them via pores on the bottom of your feet. Pretty cool, huh? Now, most detox sessions run for about half an hour, 30 minutes. and will help you get rid of metals and other toxins that might have accumulated in your body over the past few years. So one session does a whole, just really, really helps you and is great for your body. Now, watercolor change. This will freak out some people. For newcomers to this type of detoxing who's never done it before, the change in watercolor may kind of freak you out a little bit. However, there's no need to worry. In general, the change in watercolor signifies that your body is actually getting rid of the pollutants and chemicals. It's also important to note that the color of the water may change several times during the foot detox session. Once again, this is perfectly normal, guys, so no need to freak out, and it simply indicates the part of your body that's undergoing the detoxification, so it's kind of cool. The color tells you what is being cleansed. For example, dark green usually signifies the body is detoxing the gallbladder. If the water's black or brown, it shows that the body is detoxing the liver. Kinda cool if you ask me. Now, a few things about warnings and considerations. Now, although this is a relatively safe procedure, it's not for everyone. To start with, it's not advisable for people with open wounds in their feet to undergo this type of detoxing. That's kind of self-explanatory. Secondly, people with pacemakers or gadgets that use electrical components should consult their doctors before going for a foot detox. That's also kind of self-explanatory. The same is true for people with congestive heart failure problems or anyone undergoing dialysis treatment. The rule of thumb, just about with everything, is to consult your physician if you have a serious medical condition before doing any of this. So, where do you go to get one of these things? Most beauty spas have devices that clients can use during foot detox sessions. It's obviously wise to make sure that your therapist knows how to operate such a device. A good grasp of the science involved in this detox process is also obviously pretty important. Alternatively, you can buy your own foot detox device and use it at home in the evening after work or just whenever you have some spare time. In summary, whether you live in an urban center or a rural setting, it's almost impossible to avoid exposure to pollutants, chemicals, and metals. These cause cancer, serious health problems, all sorts of things, liver damage, autoimmune disorders, you name it. The good news is that a foot detox bath can remove chemicals and toxins that might have accumulated in your body. For more information, guys, please check out our foot detox bath page. And also, guys, last but certainly not least, be sure to download the free report 5 Detox Scams to Avoid at TotalCleanseDetoxDiet.com. This, guys, is an awesome report, and again, it's free. It will totally set you off on the right foot, no pun intended, when it comes to detoxing and give you a guaranteed path for success as you undergo your cleanse. It's a must-read, like I said, guys, for anyone who wants to detox the right way, especially if you're detoxing for the first time. And it'll also help you avoid any unnecessary risks that you might find other sources promoting. You know what I mean? You don't want to be misled. Cleanse the right way, guys, right now. And again, go to TotalCleanseDetoxDiet.com. It's just awesome, and you won't regret it. Thanks so much, guys, for listening, and have fun foot detoxing. Bye-bye.